Hey, it's Katherine from Lavish Craft, and I wanted to ask, have you been wondering when it's time to actually hire a designer or strategist to help you with your branding? I come across a lot of clients who just aren't really sure when is the right time to start investing in their business, in getting a custom brand put together. So I ended up compiling a little checklist because I know how it goes in the beginning. You're trying to save money, and so you end up DIYing your branding or your business materials or doing it on a budget. And eventually it's going to become something that you no longer feel comfortable actually sharing with the world. And if you don't update your branding, then you're going to be more likely to self-sabotage by not feeling comfortable to actually sharing your business and inviting people to start working with you. If you're in this position of, I think I'm ready, but I'm not quite sure, then definitely give this checklist a consideration. So first on the list is, are you shifting in your business? So a lot of times when we start working or start our businesses, we go through a lot of change over the first couple of years. If you haven't, then that's kind of amazing and good for you. But a lot of times we'll be shifting what we're doing and really refining what we love doing and what we want to continue working on with clients. Another item on this checklist is, are you ready to up level and raise your pricing? So if you started out DIYing or budget brand your business when you first started, then eventually, like I said, you're going to want to get that custom brand put together because it's really hard to start charging more premium prices for your offering that when your brand doesn't reflect that kind of professionalism and style. Third is, does your current look just kind of feel wrong? It's really hard for us to put ourselves out there a lot of times when it just doesn't feel right. I mentioned this previously, sometimes there's a lot of embarrassment around putting yourself out there when you know that your branding does not reflect who you are or what your business is really doing, or even how professional you have become. Fourth on this list is again dealing with shifting, but this time has your ideal client shifted. Just like when you shift your focus, your target market tends to shift too. And so making sure that your brand is actually speaking to who your target market or ideal client is a really important factor in knowing when it's time to brand or actually get a custom brand for the first time. Basically, when you're getting more specific with your offer and your audience is getting more specific, your brand has the opportunity to also get a bit more specific and targeted. Fifth, are you launching a new service or program? I mentioned in one of my previous videos or articles about how it's often a good idea to brand your service differently than your overall brand so that you can specifically target that particular target market that you are working on helping specifically with that service. Another reason to do this is if you're collaborating with another business owner and you don't want to be putting their brand or have them put your brand on their website or vice versa. Now, if you're saying yes to these kinds of questions, then I'm going to put a couple of additional qualifiers on it. Don't hire a strategist or a designer if you are not ready to make the investment, because it is an investment. It's going to help you in the long run, but sometimes it's going to take a little bit to get to that investment and profit making. So just know for yourself whether or not you're ready to take that on. Another reason why you might not be ready to hire a designer, or if you haven't actually worked with any clients, any paying clients, and haven't actually started your business. The reason why is because designers are going to be asking you questions regardless of whether or not they also help with the strategy that you just might not know the answers to yet. And finally, you are not going to need to hire a designer or strategist if you're not ready to grow. A lot of times growth occurs, especially when you're working with a strategist on developing your brand. And if you're not wanting to embrace that kind of growth and change and just want to get a design done that works, then you're probably not ready to be working with someone on building a custom brand for your business. I hope that this has been helpful, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.